Hello there folks and welcome back to episode 2 of our World Snooker Championship 2004 adventure, going from a rookie to a champion. And today we continue our match with Mark Price. In the last episode, if you didn't see, we went 2-1 up in the 9-frame match. We had a few decent frames, to be fair. Mark Price made the break in this 4th frame, which we're going to be showing today. Hopefully, in today's 3 or 4 frames, you can win the 3 or 4 frames. You can win, basically, if we win 3 frames out of the next 6, then we are the winner of today's qualifier. But we weren't really at our best, to be honest, in the first episode. I'll admit that now. We didn't make some brilliant shots, but we've been the better player in the game. We could really be 3-0 up in this so far because we did miss one chance and Mark Price managed to get all the colours, which meant that he won the frame by, I think, 2 or 3 points. So as long as we keep making the good shots today, I think we can get past Mark Price. I think we are better than Mark Price. But enough of the gossiping and all that sort of stuff. Let's just let the snooker in shoe. But Mark Price made a decent break, to be fair. We're not going to get a pot off this unless we're extremely lucky. So we're just going to attack the edge left, right. Blimey, I can't speak.
Needed to get the cue ball.
We've just tapped the edge red of the big pack of reds. There is a few reds we've left open to a pot, admittedly. But whether he can get that is the question. He's gone for it, and he's not gone for the pot at all, which makes no sense because there's now quite a few reds in either bottom pocket, which are certainly achievable. But of course, we need to consider we probably need position on the black. So this red that we're looking at here might well be the best one to go for. So we're going to try and probably slot this one in. No messing about, just a nice soft shot. Then that should, hopefully, as long as it doesn't end up on the cushion by the red blocking our view to the black, it should be quite an easy shot along the cushion to start off this break. But that is in. That's 1 point, and we all have to start somewhere. It's a nice, easy pot. And now we have to move on to the black, and that'll get it repotted, of course. We might go for the pink. Let's have a look. I think the pot ability of the black's quite good, though. So if we go for a shot like that, not too hard. Again, we can get that red that's on the cushion to extend our break more, and that has slotted in.
8.
Can we get past this red, though, to get the red that's close to the pocket? That's probably not the best position, to be honest, but we can get to that red, which is fine. Probably a bit more force needed in this one, just to make sure we get back onto the black. But this isn't the worst start to the frame at all, and if we can win this one, it puts us in a really good position going into the next few frames. Not the best position on the black, though, there.
Well, the cue ball's tight in the jaws. That's going to make the shot tricky.
Yeah, it is a tricky shot, I agree.
He played that well to get back onto the black.
If we play just to the side of that red, in theory, it should go in. But it's whether it catches the red going through. We're going to take the risk. We're going to hit it a little bit harder, make sure it gets to the pocket. It might not go in, but if it does, it'd be brilliant. Let's have a look. Can we get a little bit of luck? We can, certainly. But with that, we've kind of dismissed position for this next shot. But perfectly, it has worked
16.
out. It's put us really nice position on that. It's a long pot on that red, granted.
Well, he's got to be
it's quite a straight pot, and as you can see there, it's quite a nice one. As I said, you've got to be a little bit careful that it doesn't end up in the pocket. But as long as we can get this in the pocket, we get decent position on the black. And then we need to really get rid of that red by the other bottom pocket just to make sure that we don't intercept the view of the black at any point. Just teetering over this shot a little bit because it is a big one for this frame, really. If we can get this red and another colour being the black, it extends our lead to 24 in this frame.
Very good shot.
Makes it a good start for us. Not the best position once again, but we've hit shots from a similar position. All we need to know now is that we need to hit just to the side of that red, and I think that one should go. But we're going to go for a screw back here, get it in good position, just to make sure we get one of those reds so that the black's not intercepted next time. Can we get this one, though? We can. That's a good shot. In fact, we've screwed that back way
24.
too much there. But I think there's a position through to that red in between, well, this red here. There's not, actually. This might be the end of the break. We didn't think this one through too well, did we? There's reds. Well, we can always go for the safety shot here. If there's a pot available, of course, we'll go for it. There's no reds up there. I mean, we could always go for this pot. We could always go for that risky pot. But is it worth it? I don't really think it is. So I think what we're going to do is just skim this red and try and get it back in the bulk area at the top of the table. Decent start to the frame, though. Good stuff. And that is not half bad either. Stop, 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 stop. Maybe a little bit too much. But actually, there's a good chance for a pot there by the bottom pocket. Let's see what he does with it, though. He is prone to making a few stupid mistakes, so you never know. But if he gets started in this frame, this could well be his way back for a second time, of course. He did make it 1-1. We did go 1-0 up, and yeah, it's a silly shot from him, to be fair. And it leaves us open perfectly, I think. I don't want to jinx it
near the blue spot
for another shot. And I think, to be fair, we can have a plant on that one. But he's saying red by the blue spot, so this one, I'm presuming. And that makes sense, to be honest, because that's an easier pot. I'll say that I missed that now. Nothing too hard. Just gentle. That should be fine. That should be fine. Yeah, there we go. The camera signals that it's in, and that's a decent shot. And it gives us, I have to say, quite poor position on anything else but the blue. And the blue should be okay. Gonna have to hit this one quite hard, though, to get on position for the reds again. I have to say, though, we're building up a good break here. If we can get this one, this puts our break to 30. And there we go. That's a 30 break. And this is looking good for us so far. And that's good position on that red there. Nice straight shot. Let's get this red. Let's get it potted. And then make sure we can get onto the black. Need to hit this a little bit harder, though, just to make sure we clear this red on the cushion. Well, close to the cushion. It's not on the cushion, but it's quite close. But we might have hit that a bit too hard. In fact, no, it's to be fair,
he should do well.
It's not quite perfect. It depends if it goes or not. I'm not quite sure, but the pink will go if the red, if this, no, it won't actually. The black will go, though, here. It's just about being careful. I'm quite confident with that. It looks good to me. This is the kind of shot we'll miss and screw up the break. Well, it's not a break anymore, obviously, because we've been intercepted. But it's a, it's a 38 plus. It's a 38 score without reply, so it's pretty impressive. And again, we're not in the best position here. Yeah, it wasn't the best really. Can we? Oh, does that shot work? No, it doesn't. It's just going to hit that other red. So I think same applies here. Just get it up the table, but not as much force last time. If we hit with a little bit less force. Get it in between. Get it in behind one of the colours on the bulk end of the table. That's terrible.
Yes, Danny.
Oh dear. Complete lapse in concentration there. And to be fair, it hadn't really gone wrong. I was thinking, oh, this looks very rosy, but it was going to go wrong at some point, and that is where it's gone wrong. We've conceded a foul. To be fair, it's going to take quite a monumental break for these standards, for qualifying standards, for Mark Price to get back into the frame. But that is an unforced error once again from him. But just one of these reds go? They don't. So it's going to be a hard pot for us, whatever we take on. Do we take on the long one up the table? It's a risk, but will it be worth it? Let's find out. Tricky pot, this. Real tricky pot. It's whether it works out or it doesn't. If it does work out, it makes it a lot easier for us to get the frame, and it has. Brilliant. And that's a really nice position on the blue, actually, there.
What a shot. Let's look at it again.
A little bit softer, and that would have been practically straight on
the blue for position.
The blue. Now, let's just think about it here. We need to get position. I think we will with this sort of shot, so I think that's fine. Because all the reds are in one area. There's not really any reds on the one pocket. They're all on one pocket, and that increases our score up to 44. And there we go. There's a red just by the black that will go perfectly, so I'm happy with that. Now, I think, well, we'll screw back here. Nothing too stupid, though. Just screw back onto the black. And if we can get this and the colour, we're up to 52. And, oh, unbelievable. Oh, dear. That wasn't the best shot in the world. And to be fair, it wasn't the best position on the black, either. Will Mark Price get his first pot of the episode? That's a poor... Well, it's a safety shot, isn't it? But I think we can get a pot out of this. Saying that we missed the last one, so I wouldn't be too... Well... If I was Pricey, I wouldn't be too worried. But I think this looks good for us. So, take two. If we can get this one, we're up to 45. Another colour of the black sort, of course. Then we're up to 52. And that's much better position than we had last time, to be fair. That's a nice pot.
Get good position on a red from here.
Is it really about position now? I'm not really sure. Because I think if we can get this, I don't really see him coming back. I mean, there's still a number of reds on the table. I mean, because we've took blacks... Most of the time we've took colours, then the break can be bigger, of course. But let's have a look. I don't think we've done that actually quite right, but it's in.
8.
Not the best position, but we can make a shot out of this. I mean, that red could go. Is it worth going for that red, maybe? That doesn't work too badly. Might be a mistake, but hopefully it should lead to good position on the black. And that's... Oh, it's out. And to be fair, that was way harder than I expected, so it was certainly not going to be position on the black, but it would have been good position on the blue. But we're bound to make the odd mistake. It's a qualifier at the end of the day. We haven't got to be on our top form. But we've been quite good, I think, so far, to be fair.
1.
Whether Mark Price can pull it back now, I'm not quite sure how many reds are. There's 7 reds left on the table. So there's... Let me just calculate. I mean, to be fair, there's still 56 There's still about 85 to play for, about 80, let's say. So there is still plenty of points available if Mark Price does a maximum break. But from what we've seen in the first 3 frames, I can't really see him doing that. It's going to take 3 points though here, which obviously reduced the amount of points available. And that wasn't the best shot. I mean, he can go for the red on the cushion. He needs to
really concentrate on this shot.
You know, the blue being right in front of him certainly does limit his options. He needs to concentrate though. Can he get this one in? What we've failed to do, he's done it quite well to be fair. And he's clipped a few of the reds out the way, but I'm not really sure what shot he's going to go for here. The green, well, I suppose he can get to the green. But again, it does take away a few points from a maximum break. And every point matters, 14. Of course. But what matters for Price now is getting pots.
He's using a lot of topspin to follow through.
The old saying that you can't do anything from sitting down in the chair, and he's missed that one. So that's a nice pot for us there now. Nice pot here. And then I think we're just going to whack it up the table, to be honest. Just try and get a few of the lower colours, and just make sure with a score of about 70, we'll secure the frame. And that's a decent shot. And that's lovely. Onto the brown. It's probably a bit too much though there, but we can get an angle on it, I'd say, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Right, that looks good to me. Again, pretty much maximum strength, just to make sure we get it back onto the other balls. Obviously, it is risky to play a higher whack of a shot, if you like, because you can do something stupid like that. It's the narrowest of margins. We've missed the shot. And we haven't really been on our best, but funnily enough, we've managed, unless he gets that ball on the cushion, which to be fair is an easier pot than it seemed before from the table view. He's potted that, fair play to him.
The pink could do with a gentle nudge just to improve things here.
Black he's going to go for here, definitely, and he'll pot that. He should do anyway. No, hasn't potted it. Is it? Oh, I thought he was going to get the double then, but in fact, he leaves on a brilliant position on the red. Now, don't muck this up. Honestly, we don't need to muck this up now. Let's just take our time, get the screw back on it. Well, we don't even need that, to be honest, so I think we may as well just play it with no spin at all, nothing fancy. Just get it in the... the pockets, the corner pocket. That puts us up to 54, a 35-point lead. There's more to play for, as I've said before.
Seems to be queuing well today.
We should get that blue, and I think that should be enough for the frame. Not mathematically, of course, but I think with the record of Price, of course, it's not worth thinking that, oh, you know, we might... that we've got the frame automatically, but I think that is Price going to get a 40 break, which is, of course, what he'll be behind now? I doubt it, and to be fair, that's a nice position on the red. Either red, to be honest. Well, the red close to the black's going to be a nicer position.
Steady nerve is needed here to
there we go. There's 43 available, and we're 40 ahead, so we need this one to clinch the frame. So a bit of focus, bit of quiet in wherever we are, and I think that should be about right for the frame. Let's have a look. We hit it. We've hit the red, and it's in the pocket.
7.
Brilliant. Good stuff. I don't want to risk the black. There is 42 still available, so I'd hate to lose it on that. So we are just going to go for the yellow, actually. That makes more sense to me. We'll miss this now. But it is going to be an easier pot, surely. Unless we give away a stupid foul, which is quite likely. That's in. Brilliant. And not the worst position at all on the red, actually. That should have made it safe. We're 43 ahead. There's 35 to play for, I think now. Is that right? Yeah, there's 35 to play for. So we can have a little bit of fun now. We can obviously try and pot them, because that would be brilliant for to get 97 in this frame. Certainly assert our dominance over the match. That's a nice pot for the red.
What a lovely pot. Well played.
Now I think the blue will go for here. I don't really feel confident with the black. We'll just get in position nicely for that, for the yellow. Hit it quite soft, but make sure it actually gets to the pocket. You have to combine both things. But that puts us up to 68 if we can pot this. Yep, it's in the pocket. And that is right up to the yellow. A bit too much, to be fair, actually. And, well, we'll just whack this one, to be honest. I'm really not bothered. We can go for the double. I know I'm going to be nowhere near. I'm not bothered. We've got the frame at the end of the day. As long as we don't give away a stupid foul. We're 8 points ahead, so I don't think we are. And that is a brilliant pot.
That was a great double.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And that, now I'll admit, I mean, the normal guy would say, well, of course, I use the cushions well, and you know, John Virgo and Dennis going, oh yes, very professional shot, when in reality, we just hit it with some sort of sense, but just whacked it and hoped for the best. And the commentators seem to be impressed with that. And luckily, the cue ball wasn't going fast enough to intercept it, or else that would have really prevented a brilliant shot. And yeah, that's brilliant. Let's try and go for it now. Let's try and get a suitable lead in this frame. We've got the frame easily now, but it would be brilliant to get a good score. And we're now up to
nice
73. Good position on the brown. This is brilliant. About that. We need to hit it quite hard to get it back down the table, but not too hard. Up to 77. This is good. Should get the blue. Can't believe we got that double. That's unbelievable. Right. 18 available. We can well get a 42 break, which for our stands is pretty good. But can we get the blue in? We can. We can get the blue in.
That was a 29.
Now this is going to be a tricky one.
That is a tremendous
on the cushion.
shot.
Let's have a look though. See what we can do. I mean, there's no pressure on us now because we've got the frame quite comfortably. We had a while ago. It's just about, you know, putting him under pressure really. And that is another 6 on the table, but I think we are going to struggle now to get this black. So we are going to call the frame there. Well, 88 points in that frame, and that was brilliant. I think on the game that's my highest number of points in a frame, so that's brilliant. We're 3-1 up now, and now it's our turn to have a break. And Mark Price all of a sudden needs to win. Well, there's 5 frames left. He needs to win. Hold on, how many does he need to win? I'm being thick here, aren't I? He needs to win 4 out. Well, he needs to win 3 out of the next. No, 4 out of the next 5, of course.
Let the play
God, what
begin.
am I on? He needs to win 4 out of the next 5. Yeah, he needs to win 4. Simple as. To prevent us winning, of course, we only need 2 of them to get a win. And it'd be brilliant if we could do it this episode. But a good safety shot there, as John Virgo says, to get it back into the bulk area. But we are aggressive. We can see a pot will go for it. There is a pot there, actually. It's whether we can get to it, though. I don't know about the angle. I'm not quite sure. But if we can get the angle and get the pot, we get this frame off to a brilliant start. Let's have a look. It's just the luck of the gods. And no, we're a little bit off. But it does give him position, to be fair, which wasn't the best thing to do.
There's only a couple of available reds.
Ah, well. We can risk that into this sort of game because certainly so far he hasn't showed any evidence of building up a big break. But I'm just chuffed with how we did in that last frame. But we can't let that get to us, of course.
8.
If he manages up to 8 points, decent break. This could well be. We'll have to find out. Will he bring it back to 3-2? The pressure's a little bit on us then, because if he brings it back to 3-2 and then back to 3-3, he's right in the game. This is really a pivotal frame. It's certainly more pivotal 16. Than what's happened so far. If we get it, we're 1 frame away from winning. If we lose it, then Price is right back in the game. If the price is right, he's right back in the game. Not a bad safety again. That's the end of his break, though. But we're just going to need to safety ourselves. Again, we need to consider that we're playing for the game here now. You know, we want to win. We want to win every frame possible. And get this game over quickly.
He might play a shot to nothing.
But if we lose this frame, we'll lose this frame. But, you know, it's all about safety shots at the moment. And
very good shot.
What a shot that is.
That's a terrific
shot. That's just impossible.
Brilliant.
Let's have a look. John Virgo calls it a terrific shot. We must have a replay of it.
What a shot. Let's look at it
Sitting down
again.
in our chair, look at us. Oh, he's going to miss this. It's fine. Let's have a look at it. He hits it in between the 2 reds. To be fair, it hits off both jaws of that pocket. So very lucky there. But the tricky thing now... He's made that masterful pot, but if he makes this pink, then he's going to go and win the frame, surely. He has as well. Wow.
7.
He is in good form. What a pot that was. 2 brilliant pots in succession, I have to say. And he should have good position on that red that's a little bit away from the pack. Yeah, there we go. He's got the one that's highlighted. I can't say what he's going to go back onto, though, now.
Let's see if he can keep it up.
Yeah, that black would be a good angle, to be fair.
I'd be tempted to go for the black.
Certain angles can be a bit... misleading though, because that black didn't look as good as it does now on some other cameras. But he's queuing well, as Dennis says. I mean, that was brilliant timing.
Should be looking
fantastic
to get back
timing.
onto the black again here.
But well, if you another tricky pot here, and he hasn't potted it, but it's not going to be the easiest pot for us either. Can we get to that one? We can. Yeah, we can get to that pot. That's brilliant. And we'll screw back just to get on the black. Oh, here we go. Let's listen to John Virgo.
Steve Davis out before the televised stage in the British Open.
Right, thanks, John. Oh, they are a funny pair, aren't they? John Virgo and Dennis Taylor. And then that's our first point of the frame. Brilliant, good stuff.
There should be no problems for the next red.
Should get this black
nicely.
nicely.
Should have no trouble pulling this one off.
Oh, why are they building us up? We'll end up missing this now. That should be fine, I think. Again, don't want to jinx myself. Oh, unbelievable. Well, sometimes it just doesn't go for you. And John and Dennis built us up too much there. That's what I blame it on. A weird shot, though, from him there. Whether he was trying to break up the reds and hope that he was going to get a pot. Now, is that too much? Is that too risky? Is there room for the red to get past the black? Oh, let's go for it. We pot the black, it's a foul. I regret going for this now. Oh!
Don't think that ball wanted to go in.
Oh, dear. What does he do, though? Now, surely, if he goes for that red, surely the black goes in. Surely. I'll be impressed if he pulls it off. Let's have a look. Wow. That is a shot and a half, that is.
One.
And to be fair, that gives him the extra 7 points. He was way out of that first frame. Completely. We dominated him. But it seems to be vice versa here. We've only picked up the 1 point.
Foul. Now it will be very
what happened there?
to see what he's
What did he do there? I mean, I fast-forwarded just to expect that he'd get the black. But did he hit the red? Now we're going to continue ourselves.
The obvious shot would be to go for
well,
position on the black.
that's very bizarre. I'm shocked at that. I don't know what he did there. Oh, that one doesn't go, but this one goes, to be fair. We're fine. Yeah, that's a shock, that is. That's a real shock, and perhaps... I mean, that's a big 7 points, that is, and that could help us massively if we can hit the ball correctly to get back into the frame. Does the black go? Yep, it does. That's brilliant. Good stuff. The black goes, well, all of a sudden, only 16 points away from getting the lead back in this frame when it was, what, 31 points earlier? That's amazing. Crazy.
There's still plenty of reds available.
Right, can we get to this one here? I do like playing down the bottom of the table. Certainly helps us out. Again, a little bit more to the right. Oh, it's going to be close. Again, we don't benefit from an overhead camera, so that's a blooming shot, that is. It was luck. Again, it was like that yellow we got the double on earlier. It's just pure luck. Right. Focus. We didn't pot this last time. That should be... That, to me, looks like it's going in the pocket. Any more that way, it's going to hit the jaw. Just our luck, really. Let's have a look. It's in. Good stuff.
16.
And it's nice position on the red. I must admit, this is all pretty much unintentional. This position's just coming to us naturally. And if we can build up a decent break here, we'll screw back actually on this one. Ooh, we don't want to screw back soon. We need to get position on the black. I'm not really sure where this one's going to go though. Ooh, that could be a risk. We'll find out though. It's all about the learning curve, and that wasn't too bad in the end actually. Good position on the black or the pink. We might go for the pink because that's a tight angle, that is. That being said, that should be fine. Going to take a little bit more time and care over the shots because the frame is in the balance. You know, if we get this pot, we are level again with him. Oh, we've just missed it. Oh, it's gutting. Oh dear. And he's still ahead by 7 points. And now that increased to 8. It's an easy shot back onto the black. We've made the pot for him.
This colour will go back to its spot after the pot. That'll make it easier.
The frame is wide open still. But he's 15 points ahead. To be fair, he'll get a red, so that's another point. It depends how well he can go, though. And what sort of gap he can get. You know, if he does what we did, you know, a 30-40 gap, then we're going to struggle to get back into this match.
He's doing okay.
Lots of side
yellow would be sensible, I think, here. Just to make sure he gets the pot. And if he's got his wits about him, he'd get position back onto the red. Yeah, there we go. He's using the rest. Go back on the yellow. We should get this one, but it's the kind of shot that they can well miss.
Good pot on the yellow. That's there.
Brilliant screw back. Oh, really fortunate, to be fair. It hit the jaw of that middle pocket because it's put it nicely on a number of reds. This is going to be interesting. This looks like a safety shot to me here. I mean, was that going for the pot? I'm not really sure. I'm really not sure. I mean, he'll say that he went for the safety. That red's not going to go though, there, unfortunately. The red by the I mean, that's a nasty shot. I don't fancy that, but It looks that actually that red there probably better for me. It's just the uncertainty of where that blue's going to go. It worries me a bit. Again, let's take the time just to make sure. Let's get this red potted. Let's get back in the frame. And there we go, ladies and gents. That is a pot.
Difficult shots.
I mean, that was a difficult shot, but not much consideration of position.
It should be safe.
It might just be worth just putting it back up the table. Again, our safety play isn't going to be the best, but we weren't. I don't think we were going to get a pot, to be honest. That does open up a pot, to be fair. It's not the best safety shot in the world. And he's missed it.
Yeah, didn't want to go in that one.
You give the man a chance and he misses it. Now, is there enough position? Is that enough room to get forward to that red?
Be a good choice to take the red near the blue.
I know they're saying that the red by the blue. Fair enough, but now I'm going to do something that's really stupid here, and I'd never recommend. But we're going to go for it because I'm just idiotic, and I'm going to regret it straight afterwards. But surely, if this red hits the other red, that's just going to click it into the pocket. Let's have a look if this works. There we go.
All the shots in the book.
Brilliant.
Now.
And that, funnily enough, leads to quite good position on the black. Very unintentional there.
He did well.
I mean, it's going to be a tricky shot.
There's a good shot on the blue here.
Good shot on the blue, they reckon, do they? Yeah, it is, to be fair. Ooh, it's still not the best, though. Let's screw back on this. Ooh, that's nasty. Get this in, though. And again, the frame is wide open. Can we do it? Yes, brilliant. Good position on that. Well, either the red into the top pocket or the red into the middle pocket. And that opens up then position on the blue. I'm just going to hit it nice and soft just to make sure it gets in. It is all about luck, though. And that, ladies and gents, is a pot. And that should open up quite nicely. In fact,
well, there's plenty of options here.
I mean, the blue's a decent option, but it is all about points at this point. Pardon the pun. And I think the black looks a decent pot. Have we hit it too hard, though? Have we not considered this?
Well,
we have, quite well. And that's in, ladies and gents. Well, 3 points behind now. The frame has turned, and it's been a very close one. The question is, can we get the red? If we get the red, the frame again. It's not ours to lose, necessarily, but it will make it a very interesting end to the frame on these colours. 28 left to play for. We've got... Oh, no! Oh, we've just missed it, and we've left it wide open for Mark to take. It'll be 4 ahead with 27 to play for. That, of course, doesn't mean anything. But it's going to be interesting to see how he does. I mean, that's brilliant position on the yellow there. I was wondering how he was going to get position on that yellow, but he's converting that and crafted that quite well. What's he done there? Oh, of course. He's got a free ball before he goes onto the colours. But that was a very bizarre option to go for the green there. But you know, I'm not gonna moan. Right, back onto the green there. So the gap's now 2 with 25 to play for. Is that right? 3, 4. Well, 7, 6, 13, 18. Yeah, 25. That's a narrow shot. That's a narrow shot. Oh, yeah, we're just going to have to go for it. We can go ahead for the first time in the frame if we pot this. I feel like this could be the crucial one, and it's in. But that's not a very good position on the brown.
Well,
saying
what
that we
a
can,
time to
well,
take
we
the
could
lead
well
for the first
put
time.
it on the bottom.
Can he win the frame now?
Near the orange. The orange.
I think he'll go for a snooker.
Deary me. No, we can't really get... Yeah, well, it's not the worst idea. Hit it quite soft down the table, possibly. Try and get it in behind the black. It might work. It might not. It might lose the frame. What was that?
He should be able to play a good safety shot here.
Well, we hit the blue. It wasn't the worst safety shot in the world. Certainly was nowhere near a snooker. I mean, that is a lovely shot for us. It was a poor shot, terrible shot from him. But that's a really good shot for us. I don't know why we're zooming up. We can see this is going to be quite a straight pot. Make sure we get some screw back on it because we don't fancy... Oh, can we not? Up there. Oh, we're going to have to be quite dangerous, though, here. Oh, that's a risk. Should be okay, though. There we go.
Well, the pot was superb.
Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. It's fine. Right, 5 points ahead. There's 18 available to play for. We're just going to hit this blue and make sure he can't pot it, basically. It's all mind games. It's all tactics, but think about it. If we get this frame, We're one away from qualifying for the second qualifying round of the LG Cup. Can we do it? Price tries to get out. Oh, no way. That's a decent shot, actually. Go on, go on. Keep going, keep going, keep rolling. Keep rolling a little bit more. That's not bad, actually, for us. Now, do we risk it? Do we risk it? Let's risk it. This could be our downfall in this frame. We've done it!
Very
Get in there. Oh, where's the cue ball going? We're all right. We're all right.
If he gets this one, I'm sure the frame will be his.
We're not going to get this in, are we, surely? I mean, we might. Well. Bear in mind, if we hit this straight on like that, it's going to have a little bit of an angle on it. But are the gods on our side? We pot this. We've won the frame. Go on, go on. Oh, yes, it's in. I didn't think it was going to go in. I did not think so. It was teetering on the edge of the pocket for a while.
11.
But we've come back from 30 to 1 down. He conceded a sloppy foul in this frame, and that's let us right back into it. A few daft shots, and we have potted the black, and again won the frame. And that is now 3 in a row, and another frame after Mark Price's break now will give us this match. As it says there, gives him the chance to collect his thoughts. Well, I'll let John say it himself. I've probably ruined it though now. But we're 4-1 up, and now let's go into the last frame, fingers crossed, of the episode. Right then. Price is going to break. How's he going to break this time? Is his metal going to be tested? Is he going to be feeling the pressure? Is he going to be sweating? I wonder. Not the best, but well, bad break.
What's the best option here?
There is a few reds, though, there.
I think he'd play a shot to nothing here.
There's a pot there, you know. There's a pot, I'd say. As long as it doesn't hit that other red on the way in, I think that's a pot. Straight off the break. Go on. Oh, unbelievable. That's why you go for a safety shot. There's only me who would go for the pot there. But if it comes off, you look like a brilliant player, so it's just one of them. He's going to start well here again. And theoretically, he should be able to do what he couldn't do last Friday. Oh, pardon me. I'm bloody burping in the episode, blimey.
Black again after this
it's all that water, obviously. It's all that carbonated water we're drinking sitting
nice
down.
clean pot.
We haven't really done much of that, though, this episode. But Mark Price off to a good one. 16 points, 2 reds, 2 blacks. Could struggle, though, here. He has got position on that red, the end of that 3 there. Yeah, he's got it. He's 17. Got it in. Ooh, what does he go for now?
Well, there doesn't seem to be an obvious shot here. If he gets this black, I applaud him. No, there's not an obvious shot. He's just going for the safety, I am guessing. Well, he hasn't hit. Has he hit anything there?
Well, although he's taken a small
I was about to say, well, this happened last time out, and I was fairly sure that he hadn't hit anything, and he didn't get the foul then, but he has had the foul now. Oh, is that going to be too much of a risk? Can we get that end red? I know I should have forced him to... Well, we can. Let's force him to continue. He might well see a pot that I don't. No, I don't think there is one. Is there a pot? I don't think there is. Well, he's just helped us out there. I'm glad that we forced him to continue. I think he obviously just went for it and thought, yeah, I'm just going to try and get the pot. Well, we're just going to have to whack this one up the table because we aren't going to get position on the black, that's for certain, whatever we go for here. So it's just important to get the points, hit the blue there. In fact, hit about 3 of the colours. We are going to go for the brown. I think that would make the most sense.
You can get good position on a red from here.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Right back down the table. Point to points. It's, you know, it's not the best, the green. Only 3 points from it, but look at that. He just flew up the table. And that either leaves the straight shot into that pocket there or this shot over here. Will it go? This one won't go, but this one will. I think we'll hit it straight down. It makes the most sense, that does, I would say. Again, we can start off a good break here. Will it go in, though? We've took a risk. These cushion shots are a little bit half and half, but this one's come off.
5.
Good stuff. 5.
Well played onto the green again.
5. 9. Oh, dear. The referee is the most boring man in the world. No personality at all, but that's another green. Oh, we nearly potted the blue there. That would have been a foul. Oh, dear. This should be an easy enough pot. Get back onto the black.
That gives us 16 points. Again, we don't want to jinx it, but if we can get the black, that puts us in the lead of the frame on 23. Ooh, not the easiest. We might well go for the
black. Should give him good position.
See, if we go for the blue, it's an easier pot, but if we go for the black, it's better position. Oh, let's trick it now. We're going to go for the blue. We're going to go for the blue. It might be daft, but we're going to go for the blue. Points matter more than position. I know that probably building up a big break matters more, but... Oh, no. Where's the cue ball going? We're fine, actually. We've ended up pretty much where we were.
That's put him in the lead.
I hate to quote John Virgo there, because he's the only one who can pull off. Where's the cue ball going? Now. But, you know, we have to sometimes. That's a lovely straight... That should be a decent straight pot. And we can get that back onto the black. But again, I always say these cushion pots... can always be a bit misleading. Like that one. Bloody hell.
Don't think that one wants to go in.
With such fine margins, it's not worth risking it sometimes. Again, as I say, if it comes off, we look like a genius. But that time, we look like a bit of a fool.
One. That's nicely onto the black.
It's going to be a close frame. I know that you could say, well, you can afford to lose this frame, but... Well, he's messed that one up. Wow. Again, you know, the standard of both players aren't going to be the best. We're not going to be World Championship level, so we're going to be given a few more chances, but both players... Oh, what a Burke. What an idiot.
Position on the black is worth considering.
Oh, my God. Just a complete momentary lapse. Hold on. He's had a foul and a miss. Now I'm confused. Did I just... Oh, I can't even remember what I just did. You'll know, because you can go back in the video. Have I just potted the black first off? But why would that... Why would I get... Why would I be back on the table again? That was a very weird set of events. I mean, we potted the black. That would have given us 7 points, and we had about 18, I think. So we've given the well, I don't know. But foul and miss, I'm sure, is more than a few points. We'd be more noticeable, but I don't care. That was very weird. Complete momentary lapse in concentration altogether there.
Committed.
We'll find out what happened though at the end, I think. Well, in the comments, make me if you know what happened there, put it down in the comments. Because I certainly don't. Right, another 6 points here. Should be nice and easy. Lovely. Decent position on a red. I mean, that one's not going to go, but this one certainly will. Might be worth just splitting them up a bit now. That should be in, shouldn't it? I didn't really look at the position of that. Oh, God's sake. Oh, that's just where complacency gets you, folks. Really is. Too complacent. And he's going to pot... Surely he's going to pot that one.
One.
But what's that position on now? The green? The green's the only pot, really. And even that's quite a tight angle. He's just gone for the safety, which is fair enough.
There to get the cue ball safe.
He's got it back in the bulk area, but I'm sure it's a long pot, but I'm sure there's a pot out of this.
Trying to get the cue ball back into
Can we
the
get
bulk
that
area
one?
here.
We can't get that ball, so it's just this one pot that's going to be a straight one, and we should be able to get it. I mean, to me that looks perfect, but my judgment isn't the best. That should be fine, surely. It's either too short. That could be a bit short, actually. I don't know. Let's find out. It did have to hit off that one jaw, but luckily it was enough. And that, it's close to the black, but it should be fine. We've got to hit it with quite a bit of... well, we just got to hit it... We can't really hit it that much, basically. And we'll hit it quite hard. Just to make sure it makes it to the pocket. But this is a risky shot. This could well be pivotal for the outcome of the game, and we've missed it.
There's a chance that he'll go for position on the green.
So many shots. You can count on more than one hand, I would say, in this game, particularly for us, of shots that we've got to the pocket and it's just hit off the jaws, and we can't do anything about. Oh, it's unfortunate. But Mark Price missed the red, which gives us another chance. As I say, the top class players wouldn't be missing these shots. Can we get through to the black? I don't think we can. Ooh, which one do we... Well, we'll go for the green, obviously. Oh, God, what do we go for here? I mean, there's no easy pot. The brown's certainly not going to be an option. The yellow could be an option. Can we bypass the... Well, we can just go for the middle pocket, I suppose, with the blue. And that gives us better position. But it's just a case of working out where that middle pocket is. I think that's about right. Again, an overhead view would be brilliant, but we don't get that. We just get where the balls are on the table. Admittedly, if we set the aim into a beginner mode... we started the game, then that would have given the hindsight that we would have missed that shot.
Getting the red by the black spot.
But I want to make it a little bit harder for ourselves. But experience will come in terms of figuring out whether that one's definitely going to go in or not. But it's been a messy frame, this has. It's been a bit messy throughout, but that was just really messy.
Be good later.
8.
10 points ahead, only 3 reds left, so what's that, 24? Still a good 50 on the table. But that puts us in 5 ahead now.
9.
And he'll go
Shouldn't
for
be
the
too difficult
blue,
to choose a shot
maybe
here.
the yellow, probably. Well, the green. I mean, I got that wrong completely. He's gone for the green. He's potted it. Nice shot.
12.
He took that ball
2 reds
well.
left on the table. 16 points. 40 points available left. So, certainly not the end of the frame. But if you can pot these two... What was he doing there? What I was going to say, if you could pot those 2 reds and colours, he'd certainly be on his way to winning the frame. But this should be looking good for us. That should be fine. Let's have a look. See how it goes. It's all about our luck at this point. That one's gone in.
1.
Good position on the black. Brings us exactly level if we can get this. Screw back on it. It's a bit dangerous it coming off the cushion because it can bounce and just go over. But we don't want that to happen. But that should be good. And we're back level as we were at the start of the frame. It was 0-0, and that's not the best positional shot. Focus, though, and we pot this. I mean, granted, if we pot it, it's brilliant position on that black. That looks okay. Can we start a late break to win the frame and win the qualifier?
9. That's put him back in the lead
We're
again.
back in the lead. Can we pot the black? Bit of force. I mean, we did try this last time, and maybe it might be recommended, but second time lucky, we are not. Oh, where's the cue ball going? Oh,
well, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. That's really unfortunate.
Well, I could see that
Oh,
coming.
dear. We've given away too much in this frame, I think. I mean, that black's an easy shot. Oh, dear. But he hasn't potted the yellow. It's a good snooker, though, from Pricey. I wonder if we can tap the cushion there and get out of it. It's worth a go. We are behind in this frame, and to be honest, there's no other way of getting out of it. Oh, we've missed it, have we? No! Oh, dear. Is that another foul?
4 away.
Well, snooker is what this game is all about.
Dear. Well, it looks like we're playing another frame today, folks. Oh, man. Right, let's skip Pricey's shots. I'm conscious of time, of course. But he will win this, I'd say now. Oh! He's missed it. He's missed the brown. 15 ahead, is he? And there's now 18 left on the table. And he's 12 ahead. Not the best position on the blue, though, I have to say. Ooh, okay. How do we play this? It's going to need a good shot. But our late shots seem to have been quite good so far. So, we're counting on this one. Pressure's on. Let's have a look. We won't deal with permutations just when the ball's gone in the pocket, but we will now.
9.
He's 6 ahead. There are 13 left on the table. We pot the pink, and it's back level pegging, and that black is right on the pocket. We pot the pink, and this is match ball. Not in the best position. It's going to be like the blooming Steve Davis and Dallas Taylor final.
The score's even.
We're not going to be able to get it in. We're going to be buggering around trying to get this forever. We're on even scores. We pot the black, which we should do, and we win the qualifier 5 frames to 1. Here's the shot. Can we do it? We have. We've done it. We've potted the black. And once again, 2 frames in a row. We've been get out of jail free, really. He missed the brown on that last frame. But regardless, in 2 frames, we've had 2 late breaks and 2 very respectable breaks and a very good score in the first frame as well, with that 89, which means we've won 3 strike frames, which is exactly what we need in a 9-frame game, of course, to win the match against Mark Price. Good player was Mark Price, very close in that frame particularly. He should have really won it and possibly should have won the frame before. But we don't deal in pure mutation anymore because we've won the match. The number of frames won don't lie. We've won 5-1 and now we move on Tuesday to the next qualifier. That was brilliant. I'm really happy we've won our first game. And to be fair, it was harder than it seems with that 5-1 score. It's, it certainly hasn't been easy. But if you've enjoyed that, leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate that. Comment down below, if you could find out what happened earlier. I can't really understand that. And if you enjoyed as well. And of course, for, bi-weekly, would you say? Well, twice a week. Bi-weekly is probably a fancy term, but for twice a week content on snooker, subscribe to the channel. There's also going to be 2 videos of Ashes cricket, a retro video, and 5 videos of Football Manager a week. So if you're looking forward to that on the channel, leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. But until the next time, folks, I've been TIJ Gaming, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Goodbye.